FM.
Again, hi, to the German-speaking audience, hello. I'm Klepecher and this is Grazil FM. You're listening to Radio Helsinki in Graz, 92.6 megahertz in Graz and Graz Umgebung, and in the internet live.helsinki.at. This is my fourth Grazil FM show in English, or attempt to make this in English. Tonight we are talking about Roadside Memorial from Albuquerque and USA. The input of the split album with Grazer Grant from Graz, who released their part, side A, Brutalismus, digital on the platforms like Bandcamp or Spotify, Apple Music, etc., etc. And but now I'm talking about the B-side, and this will be released on vinyl, on a gatefold vinyl, designed by Max Winter, by Dr. Winter Teratogen. And it is in a style that when you turn around the vinyl, the cover, and then you have an individual vinyl album. This is straight cool. It's pretty cool, yeah. You have then Roadside Memorial EP or Grazer Grant EP. Yeah, and yeah. Now I start. This was the Snub with Backseat Driver, as I told you, that will be released on a split album together with Calores Impact, and will also be released on vinyl, and has been released on the digital platforms. I think, ja, zumindest einmal auf Bandcamp. Ja, ein bisschen a little bit German dazu. Yeah, the podcast will be then cleaned tomorrow in a proper version without this disastrous start. But I'm now repeating, ich Esel. Now I present you a song which the first single of this split album, La Bajada, and from Roadside Memorial. It's called Uncle Mike. Yes, yes, my dear fellow listeners. And yeah, this was Roadside Memorial with Uncle Mike, the first song out of the Split album release, side B, La Bajada. And the track was called Uncle Mike. And yeah, I forgot to ask the question if it's in times like these. This is a phrase. Yeah. In times like these, is politically incorrect for a European band to make a split album with an American band from the Schurkenstaat USA. Ooh. But yeah, no, we don't care. And I'm just joking. And yeah, the musical broad band, I hope this is the correct term, of Roadside Memorial is from punk and hardcore punk rock and roll, and like Gogol Bordello style and dub ska and yeah, kind of reggae sogar. And this is a very various and yeah, spannendes Album. Yeah, in German. Yeah, I was. It was the irony that last week when I had live guest, nämlich Necrodeus, the technical, I had not a single technical issue, and I'm very proud of it. But Roadside Memorial, they are not live here in the studio, but I asked them to answer me some questions, and yeah, to send me the files, and yeah, and so I always translated when I had foreign speaking language bands. Then I always told the question in German. Then I played the original audio answer in English, for example. And then I translated and a summary of these things, and this is of the statements and the answers. And this, I don't think this is that make any kind of sense, because it's I think it's in original it's better. So I will ask the question here, and then I will present you the answer of Roadside Memorial, and where I'm very, very thankful that I've done that, and thank you for your cooperation, my fellows. And yeah, so the first question was, as usual, standard, my Grazil FM standard questions, like how, when, where, and why did you form Roadside Memorial?
So Roadside Memorial came to be when Ray and I, and the drummer, Matt, we were in a death metal band called Fallen Prophets, and that band just kind of fizzled out. And Ray had always been talking to me for a few years about doing punk bands. And so after Fallen Prophets broke up, Ray talked to me about starting this band, and yeah, here we are 2 years later.
Yeah, I really love the bagpipe sound in the background. It seems to be like a parade or something like this that Brandon visited, and yeah, they sent an answer that make it a unique style, I think. Yeah, but they don't use bagpipes on their EP. So I'll present you the next song. One of my absolutely favorite songs of the 6 Roadside Memorial songs is called The Culprit. Enjoy, like I do.
Don't mix this simple things and many things. I know what I
Yeah, my dear ladies and gentlemen, this was Roadside Memorial, the second song of La Bajada, their EP part from the split vinyl album with Grazer Grant. The song was called The Culprit. And yeah, I'll continue with the questions because I asked some questions. Roadside Memorial, yeah. Does the band name have a specific meaning for you? I hope now, as an old professional radio show maker, I didn't listen to any of the answers before this show. I hope this was a good idea. Yeah. So, okay. Roadside Memorial. Does the band name have a specific meaning to you? Now I'm really bin echt gespannt, was jetzt kommt.
The name Roadside Memorial has to do with mainly New Mexico culture and what we see around Albuquerque. It's not uncommon to see a roadside vigil consisting of candles and other Catholic imagery and ideology, memorializing a past loved one that may have met an untimely end, either on a bicycle or in a car wreck or something of that sort. And they're usually placed at the location where that person passed on. They're pretty common to see around Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we felt like that was kind of a tribute to our locality.
I really, really love the bagpipes, the background. Brilliant. Thank you for the answer. Okay, this is Roadside Memorial and where the name come from. And now I presented the next song out of the 6 songs. This is the second single which has been released 2 weeks ago. This is a mixture of different styles and from Gogol Bordello or punk rock and roll mixed with reggae parts or dub parts, but I don't want to spoil too much. Have fun with Roadside Memorial and Ran and Subdued.
Surely laughter, the life of crime is slowly set up.
Yes, yes, yes. This was Roadside Memorial with the song Ran and Subdued, and which will appear on the Split album together with Grazer Grant. And I'm Klee Pecher, and I'm talking in English because I am from England. No, because this is for the podcast version, then for the American friends, and that they understand a little bit what I'm talking. I'm not sure if they understand anything what I say, but yeah, let's do so. I mentioned the mix of the different many musical styles, like hardcore punk rock and roll, and dub elements. And I asked the band if they have any musical role models or influences. And how they write their songs. So, Roadside Memorial, how do you write your songs?
This is Brandon again. I play guitar for Roadside Memorial, and I do a lot of the tune writing in the band. I'd have to say most of my music that I write is inspired by late 70s, early 80s UK punk and oi, and also by a lot of early 80s American hardcore, particularly East Coast hardcore. How do they come to be? I don't know. They just pop into my head.
And this is Alex on bass. While we're integrating horns and keyboards and things these days with a little more frequency, and we'll have some more songs with those instruments also. Basically, a guitar-based band. Brandon brings a lot of ideas to the jam room, and we figure out songs from there, but he brings a lot of complete ideas that Matt is able to just latch onto, and it's been pretty easy songwriting process so far. But we'll continue to integrate the horns and keyboards a little bit more in the future, and we're really looking forward to that because we're playing with some real pro-level people around here, and we're all like punk and metal dudes, so we're just keeping that going, keeping all those influences rolling in. Matt is a excellent metal drummer, but he's really come on board with playing the faster punk stuff, and any kind of like ska or salsa thing we throw at him, he's always able to add like really killer percussion too. Who's your favorite drummers, Matt?
Pretty much there's too many to list. Everyone from Gene Hoglan to Philly Joe Jones, and everyone in between.
Yeah, this incident is crazy because it's also for Grazer Grant, the influences from metal. We have very much metal things inside, and punk and hardcore, and but Roadside Memorial have more variety in their songs. And this is cool, a very cool answer. Thank you. I didn't know that it's late 70s European punk, oi punk, these things, and 80s hardcore punk. Yeah, but it's auf jeden Fall. It's a gibt Sinn. It makes sense. So it's always. Thank you for this answer. Thank you. And thank you for the bagpipes again. Sorry, now I stop this. And now it's time to present the next song, the fourth song of the 6 songs from Roadside Memorial. It's called The Stance.
If I can find my own. All the distant days watching you sitting on your throne, with those broken ties and those empty lies I've found.
Yes, my dear ladies and gentlemen, this was Roadside Memorial with The Stands. And yeah, we have half time now here in the radio show. And yeah, 2 songs left and 2 questions left. One answer will be short. See now. So I'll go on with the questions. Yeah, and I hope I have the correct answer. No, again, you play a lot of live shows, like with DRI 2 weeks ago. And could you drop some names who you perform with? And an important question: do you plan to come to Europe?
So we've only been around a little over a year now, but yes, we play out a lot, and we have had the fortune to open up for some really killer acts that we've looked up to in the past. DRI and Total Chaos being a couple. We've opened for Pinata Protest recently, Oppressed Logic from Bay Area, California.
Hans Gruber and the Diehards.
Escape the Zoo.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And yes, we would love to come to Europe someday.
Absolutely.
That would be great, yeah. And yes, so I play the next song. I don't know what to ask again. I turn the page. Yes, you can pre-order this vinyl split album Brutalismus La Bajada on grazil.at in the shop, and yeah, it will cost, I think, I make €20, and yeah, without shipping, natürlich. And yes, and I hope they come as soon as possible. I hope this summer. Yeah. So I'll go on with the next song. Huh? What do you say? Also, yeah. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Roadside Memorial with the song Unscathed. Have fun or enjoy it. And enjoy it.
So we've only been around a little over a year now, but yeah, we play out a lot.
Out cold, in between, nothing better in believe. On the card, on the distance, nothing better in the distance. Unscathed, unknown, involved. Gripping minds, soul to follow, nothing better, till the shelter. Unscathed, unknown, involved. Time to mount, in between, nothing better, seeing clean. Strive, boss, F, less, I know. On sky, I fall, in between, not the better left to lead. Time, load, here's the middles in December, yeah. Unscathed, alone, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, Roadside Memorial, for Unscathed. Such a brilliant song. Thank you. I like this very much. I love this. Yes. And yeah, this will be a very, very cool split album. I can promise this. Yes, dear audience, dear listeners. dear metalheads, dear punks, dear hardcore punks. Yeah, we have got a lot of stuff in here. So I'll ask the last question before I go on with the rest of the program. We have a couple of minutes left. So the last question. Now the first question. This wasn't a question. I have to tell you an anecdote. Yeah, how did it come to this split, to this collaboration with Grazil Records and Grazer Grant? And yeah, the answer is that the bassist of Roadside Memorial, Alex Cantwell, is also a part of the band of the stoner rock band Red Mesa, which I made 2 European edition releases. One on vinyl and one on CD, and on CD it was Partial Distortions last summer, and and so we were talking about our projects, and then Alex wrote me that he have a punk band, a hardcore punk band, and if I'm interested in doing something, and and he sent me a little bit of sound, and that was really, it was really great. And so we were talking about the split then for an EP, and then I said, what do you think about the split? And then we were talking about the Grazil bands, grazil, which would be, würde in Fragen kommen, keine Ahnung, man sagt, who would be cool for this, and then mentioned some bands, and one of these bands were Grazer Grant, and they liked Grazer Grant, and I was very, very surprised, and it was amazing. So yes, let's do this. And so it came to this thing, and then Bradley Fry, also part of Red Mesa, has also a side project called Droney Iommi, and Droney Iommi will be released this Friday, the 9th. It's just 2 songs. It's a Drone Doom, and one song is about 29 minutes long, and the other is 14 minutes, and is a completely different style of everything, and has nothing to do with punk or hardcore. But I can also spoil or promise this will be very interesting release. So this was the story of how it came to this collaboration, and which I'm very proud of. And when Alex sent me the 6 songs, then I was really, wow, wie sagt man da? Umgehauen hat's mir, umgehauen. Org. No, it's really this high quality and this groove and this everything is really perfect for this. And yeah, there was a little bit under pressure with my Grazer Grant songs, but now I'm also satisfied with them. So it will be a whole completely very brilliant split album. Yeah. So I come to the last question. Do you have a message for the radio listeners in Austria for the Grazil FM show, Radio Helsinki? And I mentioned this question does not have to be answered in all seriousness. So do you have a message? Huh?
We really think we're thankful for the opportunity to work with Grazil Records based out of Graz, Austria, and we would love to come there. And thank you for putting out this release with us, and we look forward to future endeavors.
Cool. So I have to ask my dictionary what endeavors means. And thank you for these answers and for the bagpipes. And yes, now we come to the last song of the split album, side B, with Roadside Memorial. The song is called Sharpest Eye. Enjoyed it. And thank you very much, Roadside Memorial. Thank you for all of this. Great. Very cool. Thank you. Roadside Memorial with the Sharpest Eye, the last song of the side B of La Bajada, from the split album together with Grazer Grant, and who released Brutalismus yesterday. And yeah, Grazer Grant will be at the studio here live next week. And will be interviewed by Matthias. Yeah, but I will make this announcement later in German. Yeah. So thank you. This was the English spoken part. Huh? Should I switch to German? Nah, I'll keep it English, because the next song is a Deutsch Punk song. Drüber, the band Drüber has released their next EP last Friday, the 2nd, May the 2nd, and it's called Informativ hochaggressiv, and it's like a medication package, and on tape. And there are 5 songs which are really blowing your mind, and it's really hard. And I think that this fits very, very well in this show tonight, and musically. And I think you will hear why. And so I present you the next song of this brilliant EP from Drüber. The song is called Schuhkarton. Warte mal, schauen wir mal, sind die? Ja, passt. The song is called Schuhkarton.
Das Scheißding steht es hier, fantasielos und kreativ, aber effizient und ganz furchtbar innovativ. Alles gleich, alles normal, alles weiß und alles egal. Du bist das Gas mit vollem Stahl, alles durch die Grad, ideal. schönes neues Haus. In einer schönen neuen Stadt. Schöner wird es, wenn man sie in die Luft jagt. Wir sprengen diesen Schuhkarton ganz einfach in die Luft. Das wird ein Fest, wenn das Scheißlicht dann verpufft.
Yes, this was Drüber from Graz and Berlin with Deutsch Punk in German. The song was called Schuhkarton. No, it is called, this is still a song, so yeah, it is there, I can see it. So I'll stay punk here with punk rock, and because the next song is also from a Grazil release, and I think it's heavily underrated because it appeared in this January 25, and there were two songs, two single release, but I think it wasn't really but just listen to it. It was not that hype, so I say, because they plan also vinyl LP, and have time troubles. And they're brilliant band. They're called Heroes and Ghosts, and this song is called Meanwhile.
In a whispering in the closet as the sun lays down to sleep. In the ticking of that old clock that was left for you to keep. Meanwhile downtown, down in the cellars, bottoms up on simple beats. When a mashup of confusion, you're searching for epiphany. Got that crowd and move on, something no lies to live. What once was there to catch you, just a life.
Genau, so ist es, meine Damen und Herren, das war, in German, ja. Yeah. Das war Heroes and Ghosts with Meanwhile, yeah. Now I have to translate in German. So, this was the band Helden und Geister with the song, was heißt Meanwhile noch schnell? Inzwischen, Oh God. Yeah, I'm tired. 8 minutes we have left. No. I will go on with my heart. We'll go on with the Mighty Maggots because we have now really a punk themed show. And so, yeah. So let's do Mighty Maggots. They have also the EP released, and yeah, by Grazil Records. Thanks for this. So it's Mighty Maggots with a Swimming Pool.
Well, I know that I could have seen you walking around naked near our swimming pool, but I don't have the guts to ask you out or join you for a swim. They say my fake with the penis, but I doubt you're ready to blow my mind. So I will go on with my funny life, and you never know. It's always the same, almost the same. It's always the same old story. I've made up my mind, no one to say, but a word just won't come out. Well, I know that you are standing right next to a gun near our swimming pool, but I don't have the guts to ask you out, invite you to a swim. They say you gotta be brave and you gotta be strong. I admit that you blow my mind, but I never find the courage to talk to you, and you never know. It's always the same, always the same. It's always the same old story. I've made up my mind, no one to say, but a word just won't come out. And now the 20 years have passed, and time seems to move so fast. You are now someone else's wife, and moved on with your life. As I watch you from afar, and can clearly see how great you are, while I'm still waiting here for your memory to disappear. It's always the same, always the same. It's always the same old story. I've made up my mind, no one to say, but a word just won't come out. It's always the same, oh what a shame. It's always the same old story. I've made up my mind, no one to say, but a word just won't come out.
Yes, crazy, 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 my dear ladies and gentlemen. This was Mighty Maggots from Graz and Styria with the song Swimming Pool out of their EP. It's like nothing matters here. Available digital at the moment, and they're working on a vinyl version. Yeah. And yes, vinyl. So, because so I shortly switch to German, because I have to promote the next week's show. Next Tuesday, 9 p.m. in Europe, with Grazer Grant. So we'll present the Grazer Grant part of the split vinyl album with Roadside Memorial. And their part is called Brutalismus. And yes, it's gonna be insane. And yeah, I hope you will switch, we will tune in. Ja, also nächste Woche ist der Grazer Grant an der Reihe. Da lasse ich mich wieder interviewen, weil es mir ein bisschen komisch komisch vorkommt, mich selbst zu interviewen in der eigenen Band. Es gibt auch was Neues zu berichten, was die Bandbesetzung betrifft, aber da möchte ich nicht zu viel spoilern, weil sonst sind die anderen beleidigt, wenn ich das so zu wichtig mache. Deshalb freue ich mich auf Next Week sozusagen und ja, spiele zum Abschluss noch einmal Punk und zwar den zweiten Release ever von Grazil Records, nämlich von den Blitzcreeps und ja, this song is called 8 Miles Away. I wish a very good night and yeah, enjoy. Now the next show is called Emigranti, immer noch da. See you. My name was Kleepecher. Wished. Blitzcreeps with 8 Miles Away. Good night.
Complied. World always perfect beat.
Uwe hat ein Drogenlabor.
Bald ist das laute Eck vorbei, die Deutschen stolten ein herbei, sind Schnetzel, grinst und kampfbereit, das Mädchen sind nicht Kind und Rei. So kommen's für den geilen Stoff, sie kriechen aus dem deutschen Loch. Ein deutscher Mann auf Bist und Welt, die Bursche sind im Drogengeschäft. Ein deutscher Mannbau hergestellt, nach Opas altem Kriegsrezept, das fort wie Sau, die Gesichter bleich, die Burschens gehen ins Heilsreich. Der Abdul, der hat ausgedient, sein Stoff war undeutsch und der clean. Abdul war kein Deutscher, gab doch nur beim Deutschen. Uwe hat ein Drogenlabor. Jawohl, die Burschenschaft ist alle, ja, Koch zeigt, es ist okay. Uwe hat ein Drogenlabor. Jawohl, die Burschenschaft ist alle, ja, Koch zeigt, es ist okay. Ey, verdammte Polizei will rein, die Sondereinheit macht uns klein. Nicht die Tür auf, Bullenschwein, nicht den Rambock, bitte nein. Haben nichts gemacht, wir waren nur fechten, schwang ja bloß mit den Gemächten. Wir sind ja nur ein Bursche im Heute, sowas macht ja gar kein Deutscher. Uwe hat ein Drogenlabor. Jawohl, die Burschenschaft ist alle, ja, Koch zeigt, es ist okay. Uwe hat ein Drogenlabor. Jawohl, die Burschenschaft ist